Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pikeville Medical Center, and welcome to a live broadcast on all of the stations of East Kentucky Broadcasting. It seems like every time you show up at Pikeville Medical Center, it's another historic moment, and once again it is today. We have a lot to get to with today's ceremony. As we have everyone filing into the tent this morning, we have a very good crowd and thousands listening to us on the airwaves this morning. We've got a lot of information to share with you and several speakers. We'll get to that, but as always, Walter May could not be here this morning, but we're talking a lot about his vision, the vision of the board, and one of the things that Walter has always been adamant about is the tradition of starting every meeting with prayer. So please welcome Chaplain of Pikeville Medical Center, Randy Johnson.
Thank you, Keith. Won't you join me in prayer? Creator God, we gather today to give thanks on this topping out for the safety and watch care that you've provided to these men and women who've erected the steel. As we move forward toward the completion of this tower, may you continue to keep safe all who labor here, and remind us, as Jesus, you who used your hands to build, bless the steel and the hands that work it. Amen.
Thank you very much, Randy. We have a lot of great guests in the office or in the audience today. I think Walter would tell you, yes, he has a vision and the board has a great vision, but none of this could be completed without the cooperation of the city, the county, and for that matter, the state of Kentucky. From the city, I see the city manager, Donovan Blackburn, with us this morning. Good morning, Donovan. Also, city commissioners, Gene Davis is with us, Barry Cheney and Jimmy Carter. Am I missing any other? Let's give them a hand for all the work. From the county, our Judge Executive, Wayne T. Rutherford, is here. Deputy Judge John Doug Hayes, our great Sheriff Charles Fuzzy Kazee. So good to see you, and I think I saw our Magistrate Chick Johnson. Am I missing anybody from the county? Let's give them a hand. Also representing us from the statewide level, our State Senator Johnny Ray Turner is here. Good morning, Johnny Ray. To our left, you will see the beam that is going to be the beam that will top this off. It's hard to believe that the steel was being put up in November, and here we are in early April with the last beam that's going to go up. If there's any dignitaries here that have not signed the beam yet, please do that at this time, because at the conclusion of this broadcast, the forklift is going to come over and get it, and sure enough, the last beam is going to be put on this project. And that is just unbelievable. So we're looking forward to that. Right now, to get things started, we'll start with our first speaker. Would you please put your hands together and make welcome the General Counsel for Pikeville Medical Center, Pamela Todd May.
Good morning. Like Keith, I want to thank each and every one of you for coming today. I think it's a bit cooler than any of us expected, but we have a fabulous turnout. I am very pleased to be part of that you could be part of this celebration as we top out the hospital's newest addition. As many of you know, Walter May has recently had hip surgery at our hospital. Dr. Keith Pugh, an outstanding surgeon, did the procedure, and while Walter hoped that he could be here today, his doctor advised him that was pushing it a little too hard and a little too quickly. Because of that, he has asked that I share his remarks today. Now, he has accused me in the past of going off script and sharing words that were my own, so I am going to try to limit myself today to what Walter has in fact written and approved. Before I get there, though, I would like personally to express my appreciation to all of you that have helped us get there. Back to script. In January 2009, a little over 3 years ago, Walter met with Governor Steve Beshear. He wanted to talk with him about his dreams for enlarging Pikeville Medical Center. For those of you that have been here a while, you remember the billboard campaign we ran, Dream Big and Things Happen. Walter shared those dreams with Governor Steve Beshear, who after listening to them said, "It makes sense. You all do need to grow, you need to expand, and I will support any project that you want to undertake." Walter's next stop was with our representative Hal Rogers, and he talked to Hal Rogers and said, "These are the things I want to do." As you may remember, Hal Rogers, when he was here for the groundbreaking, said that Walter had dreams, but without money, dreams do not become reality. Those dreams that Walter shared with him that day included a parking garage where all of our patients, employees, and physicians could park, as well as an office building that would be directly connected to the hospital to permit an easy flow for our patients back and forth. Well, the idea was good. Hal Rogers and others helped us, and we believed that we could once again achieve a big dream. Help came from a loan from the federal government through the USDA, which gave us an amazing loan at low interest rates. The USDA told us they thought that our project would qualify because it would put people to work, such as the gentleman you see over there along the row, as well as expand the provision of medical services in eastern Kentucky. By October 2009, the official process began. Applications were filed, a new bond issue was undertaken to pay off existing bonds and obtain new monies. Bond ratings were applied for and obtained. Stingle Hill was selected as the architect for the project that you see behind me. They began to draw plans for those buildings. The buildings, as initially designed, were not what you see in front of you today. There was an 8-story parking garage, which we felt was more than sufficient to meet our needs. There was a new medical facility and a medical office building that, while we say is 11 stories, actually has 10 floors, but we only plan to complete 6. Well, by October 26, 2010, we were ready for the official groundbreaking of this ceremony. Many of you under this tent today were with us as we stood and broke ground on an extremely warm October afternoon. The contract with Messer Construction Company was signed in December. Very quickly, we discovered that the project we had designed and thinking we were dreaming big was not adequate. Since the time Messer has come on site, 2 additional floors have been added to the parking structure. In spite of Walter's repeated request to add yet another floor, they have assured us that there is no way there is sufficient structure to hold yet another floor. When the medical office building will be opened, every single floor within that building will be completed, and we will not have room for all of our physicians on site. Over the course of this project, as most of you know, we have begun valet parking for our patients and their families each day. We have discovered that we park over 2,000 cars a day just for the people who come to our facility. That does not include our employees or the people that now visit our medical office buildings. Obviously, with a new parking structure of 1,100 spaces, we will continue to need space. By the same token, we have added a huge number of physicians. We have with us today some of our physician recruiters, and I will say in our wildest dreams, we never dreamt they would be as successful as they have been. There is space for 50 physicians in the office building with all floors completed. Those ladies have been able to recruit in excess of 25 physicians per year over the last 3 years to join our doctors that were already here. For those reasons, you see us acquiring space all over town to continue to meet our growing needs. You have seen the orthopedic physician building down by the landmark. Many of you know that we have recently acquired Poly Lumber Company, where there will also be not only administrative office but physician offices. As you came in this morning, you may have seen the Outpatient Diagnostic Center, which will provide expanded radiology and lab services, and the Pain Management Building, which is directly behind that, will be doubling in space as we add 2 more pain management doctors. God has blessed us in our endeavors. We have succeeded beyond anything that is humanly possible. I would like to thank the board members that are here today. I've seen John LaBreche, who is chairman of our Buildings and Grounds Committee, Judith Hinkle, who has been on our board for quite some time, serves on our Finance Committee, and Hobart Clay Johnson was hanging around the fringes somewhere, who is chair of the Finance Committee. Each of those people, as well as the others that make up our board, have provided input, guidance, and support to Walter and those around that have permitted this to continue to take place. I would like to thank the members of management that are here. because what they do every day makes the difference. It has let us succeed as a healthcare organization when others are failing. I would like to thank the many physicians on our staff. They are the ones that truly make a difference. They are quality individuals that provide top-level care to our people. They are supported by the next group I would like to thank, which is all of our employees. An organization is only as good as the people that work there. And I think I can say without any doubt at all, we have the best people that I have ever met or come in contact with working at Pikeville Medical Center. Thank you. Most importantly, I would like to thank our patients. I would like to thank them for the confidence they express in each and every one of us every day when they trust us to provide their health care. Nothing is more important than that than when they bring their loved ones through our doors, knowing they will be treated with top-level equipment, but by people with loving and caring hearts. Today, we place the final piece of steel in this building. On October 24th, 1971, we opened what is now known as the Elliott Building. On December 24th, 2000, we opened what is the May Tower. While this building was originally scheduled to open in October of 2013, because of our additions, the newest completion date is now December 24th, 2013. We hope each of you will be back with us on that day to see the newest building open for Pikeville Medical Center. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Pam, for those comments. Just on a personal note, briefly, I've had a unique relationship with Walter May for over 30 years. 30 years ago, I was happy and proud to call him boss. Later, I was happy to call him my mentor. And these days, I'm happy to call him my friend. If I knew one thing about my friend, Walter May, if it were not for his hip, he would be here in the crane, hanging the last piece of steel himself. I'm sure of that. Would you please welcome our next speaker, the Chief Operating Officer of Pikeville Medical Center, Juanita Deskins.
Thank you, Keith. Good morning. Thank you all for coming to celebrate this very important milestone with us today. Each and every day, we've watched the progress of the new medical office building and parking garage right before our eyes go up. As this structure has grown from the ground up, we've continued to grow and expand. Recognition and awards continue to come our way. We can truly say that the nation is paying attention to what is happening here. We have been named the only repeat winner of National Hospital of the Year. Our vision of becoming a regional referral center has become a reality. People from throughout the region are coming to us daily for care. U.S. News and World Report has selected us as a best regional hospital in the country. Thanks to the incredible people who work here at Pikeville Medical Center, we have been named the best hospital to work for in Kentucky and number 5 best healthcare facility to work for in the entire nation. We have once again been named a hospital of choice. Women Certified has recognized us for providing excellent customer service to our women's patients, and our patient satisfaction scores continue to rise. We now offer more than 300 services here and all major medical specialties. Thank you to Messer. Thank you to all our employees. And thank you to everyone who's played a part in the success of Pikeville Medical Center. You are all important in helping us achieve our mission of providing quality regional health care in a Christian environment.
Thank you, Juanita. I mean, what a historic day it is, the topping off ceremony, the last piece of steel going on this building. And yet, many of you saw the news this week that Pikeville Medical Center bought the Landmark Inn. Now, that's true vision. While you're in the middle of a project and you're having the topping off ceremony, you're thinking about building and growing years beyond. If ever there was a board and a chairman that was looking at planting a tree for others to have shade under, certainly that example is here today. Our next speaker is the Operations Vice President of Messer Construction Company. Ladies and gentlemen, please make welcome Mark Hill.
Thank you. I want to start out by thanking our entire project team for all the hard work that has went into this project so far, because it's been a lot. And I'll start with all the workers and subcontractors, because we could not do this without you all. And I know all the challenges that we've had so far. I can tell you, in my 25 years of being in construction, this is the tightest project site that I've ever been a part of. So I know all the hard work went in, and we truly do thank you for that. And then secondly, just a few weeks ago, we celebrated surpassing over 100,000 hours without a lost time accident on this project. And I just want to thank all the workers for that. For the folks that don't know, we've got a partnership with OSHA on this project. This is the fourth that Messer has got in the state of Kentucky. And I can tell you that all the workers and subcontractors have embraced this partnership, and it truly is making a difference. And I just want to ask everyone to continue that so we do continue to have a safe project. I want to recognize the Messer team, because they're the ones out there doing all the work. It's definitely not me. So Jason Wright, Robbie Ayersmith, Robbie Cashin, Seth Smith, Kevin Whitaker, Justin Marshall, Jason Bruner, Josh Warren, Chris Hawkins, Lisa Looney, and Bosco Mason, and all of our craft workers. I just want to extend my thanks, because I know everyone is sacrificing and putting in all the hard work. I also want to thank HOV, Doug and Ralph and Christina for all that you do. I want to thank Stingle Hill, Chris Gilbert, and your team. I think I've seen Chris here somewhere. I want to thank Skyhook and Bill O'Donnell. I know he's here somewhere. CMTA engineers, Mike Hill with Summit. Also, I've seen Elwood with Rural Development Authority earlier. We couldn't do this without all these folks, and I can tell you that they are leading the decision making that goes a part of our process, but most of all has been the communication on this project. It's been outstanding so far, and that really means a lot to us, so thank all of you for that. And then finally, to Pikeville Medical Center, I want to extend my thanks to Walter, who wasn't able to be here today, and also to Pam and Juanita, and all of the staff and employees of Pikeville Medical Center. Just for all the cooperation and patience that you're showing with us. We have touched the entire campus and affected the whole medical campus here. And I can tell you that we could not have anyone that would have worked with us any better than what they have. The entire staff has really worked with us well to make sure that we've continued to keep construction moving, while also making sure that we're not impacting the patients and the employees of Pikeville Medical Center. I can tell you, we truly have been treated like a partner on this project, and that does not always happen in our business. So thank you very much for that. And I'll just end by telling you that this is a very important project for Messer Construction. I know how important it is to Pikeville Medical Center, and I know how important it is to this community. So you have our word that we will continue to progress, and we'll have this thing done, and we'll have it done safely. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mark. As you may have noticed, the beam is now gone. Messer has removed it. It's over near the crane, so we're only a couple of moments away from the crane hoisting the beam into place. for the topping off. I will finish this by saying what a wonderful time to be in this region with everything going on with Pikeville Medical Center, this building, the osteopathic building for the University of Pikeville, the new courthouse that's going in, the new highway that's going in on 460. The growth is just unbelievable in eastern Kentucky, and we can only look forward to more. Bobby Bell and his staff has prepared a really warm, hot fish dinner because it's a little bit cold today. So everyone is invited to stay around and have a complimentary fish dinner as this concludes. And by all means, we'll be letting you know as the beam goes up. You can step to the front of the tent and you can watch that last beam go in place. It's been a thrill to be here. Thank you so much for all of you joining us here under the tent and the thousands that have joined us on the airwaves of East Kentucky Broadcasting. May God bless you. May God bless Pikeville Medical Center.